He was Savannah's first black eye doctor. Now the community is remembering the life of optometrist and community and civil rights advocate, Dr. J. Alphonso Dandy.
Dr. Dandy passed away last night. He was 82 years old. About 4 years ago, I sat down with him for a conversation about his legacy here in Savannah. Savannah was never the plan for Dr. J. Alphonso Dandy. Back in 1972, it was a stop on his way to set up practice in Daytona Beach.
And I stopped to visit some friends of mine, and they asked me, had I ever thought about practicing in Savannah?
Dandy and his wife wound up staying. He became the city's first black eye doctor. Around 1975, he made history again.
I was the first black doctor to practice on the south side of Victory Drive.
He says he was not welcome. White residents broke out his windows, spray painted the N-word on his building, and every morning, dog waste was covering his parking lot.
And it was strategic because there would be dog droppings right in front of the doors.
Dandy didn't run, and eventually the harassment stopped. He credits perseverance and daily prayer.
And I would get on my knees and pray and ask God to guide me that day.
In 2004, the doctor lost his sight, forcing him to close his practice.
And I boo-hoo cried because I really enjoyed practicing. I enjoyed my patients.
But Dandy was soon back at work, founding Antioch Foot and Ankle Group. But he felt he should be doing more.
One night I was lying in bed and I decided, oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to open up a youth center.
He opened Dandy Youth Development in his old office building in 2015. He's teaching black boys how to be leaders and to avoid the lure of gun violence.
And to love one another. And if they manifest that type of love, then they're less apt to get a gun to shoot somebody.
So Dr. Dandy is survived by his wife Evelyn, his 3 children. He has grandchildren as well. And that story just touched the surface of his legacy. This man was in the Air Force. He's a veteran of the Air Force. In 1997, he was recognized as having one of the most successful black-owned optical businesses in all of America.
Well,
he was in business for 48 years. Yeah.
And you know, Dr. Dandy touched many lives. I love the fact that he was working with young people to lift them, to elevate them, and help them find their way.
It truly was his passion. I mean, he would take these boys on field trips, they would go out of state, they would have workshops, and you go there, where the Dandy Youth Development Center is his old office. And it's just this shrine to the legacy and passing all of that on. On a personal note, and I know we need to move on to the next thing, I moved here about 4 years ago. My mom, Neldra Stevens, my aunt Jackie Tomlin moved here about 11, 12 years ago. They met Dr. Dandy at their church, Thankful Missionary Baptist. He and his wife Evelyn wrapped their arms around my family, took them into their lives, and really made them feel welcome in Savannah. So a loss personally, but for the community as a whole.
Absolutely, the Dandys, just good people.
Just good people,
Yes.
That's right.